Hey church, good morning. This is Austin coming to you on the morning of Good Friday. I hope you're well, hope you're doing good. I just want to come to you and help you reflect upon this day, the meaning behind it, by giving you some timestamps of where Jesus was throughout that Friday before his resurrection. And so before I do that though, I want to just invite you to our services tonight at 5 and 7. It's our Good Friday services. It's going to be interactive. We're going to be taking the Lord's Supper in our homes as we watch. So make sure you have some juice and some bread. We want to invite you to that. So online at crossroadschurch.us or our Facebook page, you can participate with us at 5 and 7 tonight. But right now, I just want to come and I read a book called Behold the King of Glory, and the author was able to compile the 4 accounts of the Gospels and put together some time frames of where Jesus was throughout the day on Good Friday. And I want to do that, just give that information to you as a way for you to reflect as you think about this day, as it instills in you just a gratitude for what Jesus has done for you in your life. And in the Jewish time frame, 6 a.m. was usually the first hour of the day. So that's kind of how he's able to put together these time frames. And so starting out really early in the morning, 4 to about 6 a.m., we know that Jesus, first thing that happened to him on Good Friday was he was put before Caiaphas, the high priest, and he was put on trial. He was falsely accused, and he was then told to go and be before Pilate. And that happened around 6 a.m., between 6 and 8 a.m. So early in the morning, he's put before Pilate. Pilate wants nothing to do with him, sends him to Herod. Herod sends him back to Pilate, and Pilate washes his hands, doesn't want anything to do with this, asks the crowd what they want, and they yell out, "Crucify him." And then Pilate trades Jesus' life for Barabbas' life, and then Jesus is flogged, he's beaten. Between about 8 and 8:30 a.m., Jesus is carrying the cross to the place of his crucifixion called Golgotha, or the place of the skull. And it's on that road that Simon is pulled from the crowd. He is helping Jesus then carry the cross to the destination. We know 9 a.m., according to Mark 15:25, it was the third hour, which would have been 9 a.m., that Jesus was then crucified. He was nailed to the cross through his wrists and his feet. Between about 9 to 11 a.m., we know that Jesus was talking with the soldiers, or the soldiers were talking to him, and first they divided up Jesus' clothes. They cast lot for it, and we know Jesus prayed for the soldiers during this time. And then they yell up to Jesus, "Why don't you save yourself? If you truly are the Son of God, why don't you come down from there?" About 11 a.m. to noon, Jesus is seen talking to the thieves on the cross. There's one on his right and one on his left, and one had thought Jesus wasn't the Messiah, and one did, and Jesus invited him, saying, "You will be with me in paradise." And it was noon. Right about noon, there was a darkness covered the land for 3 hours, from noon to 3 p.m. And it was there that an earthquake happened. The curtain in the temple was torn in two, which separated us and the priests, and signifying that Jesus now is our full access to God. We don't need any longer a priest or a sacrifice. Jesus has now become that for us. And so it was at 3 p.m. was where Jesus, the final words from him on the cross, where he says, my God, why have you forsaken me?" Which at that moment, the sins of the world was on Jesus' shoulders, and God had to separate himself from the sin of the world so his son could pay the penalty for us. And then Jesus, he says, "It is finished," and he gave up his life. I love that. No one took his life from him. He laid it down for us because of the whole point of Good Friday. Why we call it good is because he made a way for us to have a relationship with God we never could get on our own. And so as you think about Good Friday, may some of those timestamps you think about as you go throughout your day today instill in you just this gratitude, this heart of worshiping Jesus, thanking him for going through everything he did so you could have a relationship with Jesus. And then enjoy celebrating on Easter Sunday the resurrection, how he came back to life, conquering sin and death. So today, may the Lord bless you, may he keep you, may you enjoy the presence of Jesus today. Love you all. See you soon.